Welcome back to WolfStat Media, episode 15 of the Net. Huge things coming up this week. The Premier League starting soon, so we're doing our predictions for that. It's very early, I know. The Handicap League, which has been going for like 4 years, your chance to win next year's away on it. Free to enter. Obviously, check out the video later on in the episode, and big things going on. We'll cover all the transfers as well. Stay tuned. Let's get started. Let's start with the Premier League latest transfer news. Here they are. Christos Solis, Bruges to Arsenal. He's had a very, very good year. 40 goal involvements, 17 goals, 23 assists. His games, the Belgian League is obviously quality than the Premier League, but you still have to know where the back of the net is. Stats. Very, very good for not as a backup, I assume. A good player to be involved in, especially with all the competitions coming up. And we have Rigo Benfica joined Brighton. Very, very young player. AC winger, and have loaned him out to CD Castellon, second division. They know what they're doing. It must be a great transfer. The name will come again next year, or when they may need him close to the squad. But remember the name. Brighton know exactly what they're doing. Jonah Kusi-Aser, Bayern Munich to Fulham. This is very much the Raul Jimenez replacement. Although 18 years old, not convinced it's the here and now. Fulham do concern me, as a bit later in the video. But big players leaving Fulham this year, and not a lot coming through the door. The manager is now in the door. Arbeloa has joined Fulham. It's not going to be an easy job for him. This is they have made. There's Maeda from Celtic, joined Ipswich. I get you want a bit of experience game-wise. No experience in the Premier League. I think it's old. They could have gone and got someone completely different. Arguably, you could possibly try and get like a Danny Welbeck. I think he's linked with Chelsea. No offence. Different types of game. Let's just hope he can help Ipswich out. Eric Mohimovic, Zulo to Leeds. The centre back, Pascal Stroke replacement, I would assume. Really, really tall. Possibly a threat from corners. Possibly, if that's the way they want to go. Leeds have come out. Well, Martinez from Atletico Nacional in Colombia. Liverpool. The next wonder kid, they're saying. We all know what happens to wonder kids. I'm sure Liverpool know what they're doing. Let's just see the career he's going to have at Liverpool. It might be worth a loan somewhere. He's very young and one for the future for sure. Amber from Monaco joined Newcastle. The midfielder, you'd imagine this is a Gnarly replacement. not of the same quality, because he is younger, experienced. For Newcastle, they've managed to fill the positions that they've obviously let go of quickly. That's how they've done the right decision and got the right person out the door. Now, we want to put it. Joining from Newcastle is a centre forward. He's 19 years old. Yeah, again, the kid goes when it comes to those are the top ones. There are a couple we already kind of know about. We know what he's about. Very good for Hull. Obviously, a free agent, loads of experience, good in defence. They're definitely going to need it after the promotion back to the Premier League. Issa Diop leaving Fulham again. Experience in Premier League that the promoted sides need. And that's a good move for him and for Ipswich. Again, very good. I guess the standout one is Tielemans to Villa. Very, very good player. Very underrated. Goes back to business very well. He's going to link up amazingly with Bruno. All we need now is that hold of midfield, possibly like an Alex, who is linked to United. Even if they have Kobe Manu, but do just as good a job. There could be a scary midfield for Man United. Recruiting the right area of the pitch. One that stands out, controversial, is Garnacho to Aston Villa as part of loan. If this has to do with Rodgers deal, we can all speculate. Very, very odd. Let's hope for his sake he can put up trees, get his career started properly. And Emery should get game time. He's benefited. That definitely got a better deal here. There we have it. So that's the Premier League transfers so far. We haven't already talked about on the back of the net. Now we're going to move on to predictions. Put in everything. These may be bold. You can get your comments below. Whether you think I'm absolutely mad or not. It'd be good to hear from every single set of fan base. Here we have it. I guess the biggest standout ones is obviously Arsenal in the league. I think there's everything else with the teams below them, the Liverpool, Man City, United, even Tottenham, Chelsea. They've all got new managers. New. That's going to be a huge struggle for them to input everything. Have it in place, so I think they will go back to it. But it's never easy. It's not happened for many clubs, so I guess we'll stick with his trusted pieces, corners, the really expand on that and try and win games by 2, 3, 4 goals. I guess we'll see. The standout that stands out from here anyway is Tanar. David Moyes is always said that he did have a fair big boots to fill that. Got a trophy. It's mad to see where they are now. He had them. Yeah, back to Everton. Got play all stars. He did a fairly good season last season, finishing 13th. Could have been better. I do have them significantly, purely based on the teams around them and Europe and the burden of that. The newest managers in the league do play a factor. Again, in 10th, Leeds, they finished 14th last season. And a lot. This is in the middle. This is 10th. And the other last season, they were really good, well gelled team, scoring goals. I think players like Lucas Nemecha will come good and bag the goals that will certainly help them survive the league. And a good cup run and floating around those European spots going into the season. I see that being far off. If you scroll down to the bottom three, they are is required to stay up. The Coventry, you can see they're just surviving. I think that would be the goal for any of the three teams, is to survive the first season. We've seen it with Brentford, with Brighton, Bournemouth, even Forest. If you can survive and bed yourself in, there's a good chance that you could flow. You could stay all the time. As you can see in 18th there, Fulham are going big time. They've lost the likes of Jimenez, Wilson, Silver's gone. A lot of change going on. Those come in unproven, even from a manager view, very very unproven. The demand of the Premier League, the squad they've got, I see them do it. They go and sign really really good players. Because before, it's just very young players. They're there for the future, and they do something really really good this season. I can see them struggling and going down. The same for Brentford. Don't get me wrong, Landry did an amazing job. Yeah, all the way trying to get into Europe. What a job he did there. I just don't think it is stable. And Thiago come up with the goals he had last season. How other players around them, they still time the window for them to move on. January could be a hard time for any team. A team that's you see them surviving. They have enough quality there. They know what they're doing now. The Newcastle, they struggling. Eddie Howe has this season for sure. Losing the likes of Tonali and Gordon, big Bruno as well. They're gonna struggle big time. Really replaced Isaac when he left. He needs to start more games. Vista had a really, really good World Cup, so hopefully he can kick on and do something for Newcastle. Malik Chow, very, very good player at the back, but he can't do it. But Newcastle are going to struggle, and I have them surviving the distance, but if the teams below them start picking up points, a bit like Sunderland did last year, Newcastle could find 16, 17 float with the drop. So watch out for teams like Sunderland, Palace, Bournemouth, mid-table teams. Bournemouth have done a couple of seasons, especially after some point, that you have to keep the players you've got. If the likes of Alex Scott was to leave, anyways, they would struggle. Or I don't know how they managed it last season, losing Semenyo, three of the back four, but they did. They lost Semenyo and didn't lose a game the rest of the season. So Bournemouth are also one to watch for, very exciting to be in the Premier League. Any team that played them, it's a good game. If you scroll up now, we've got Tottenham, crazy shout, back to back 17th, with De Zerbi there. He did win. They can certainly challenge to capitalise those teams with just being embedded in the team. So those are my predictions. You get your comments below, your predictions, what you think of predictions, and then we're going to go on to the individual categories. Here they are. Golden Boot with one man, and a very, very good World Cup, and then for Norway. And we're going to see him start the season pretty well, like he does most of the time. But he'll run away with this, with the Man City team. I think going to have where Man City do struggle though is defensively. You see their young player of the year, he'll win it. Been very, very good for since he started. His ceiling is so he definitely push on. Golden Glove again, we'll get it. We'll know how to defend. He may let in a few more goals than last season. I think they'd be a bit more expensive, a bit on the front to be able to go for it. But I do think Arsenal will keep a strong defence. Golden Glove. Yeah, for me, Shirky. He's outrageously good. Not enough game time for my liking. Whenever he plays, you're on the edge of your seat. He is phenomenal. He'll get you something out of nothing. No, Holland would definitely benefit from his. That's why I got Man City in third. I just think that the defence will down in most of the games. They're going to have to score a lot more than what they concede. Overachievers, I don't think that's too much of a hard guess. But obviously Tottenham finishing 17th both times in a row. There's only one way up on the drop. So, for me, I think they will finish 5th. Based on my predictions anyway. Where do you have them finish? Let me know. The underachievers, as before, Fulham, I think they're going to struggle big time. They're going to struggle to score goals. They're going to concede loads of goals. Keep the ball. Keep the ball. They're, they're losing a lot of talent, especially in the attacking foot. Especially Wilson and Gomez last year. Between them, 2 goals. Fulham are going to struggle big time. Manager of the year, I think if you win it back to back, you have to win the year. As long as he doesn't, we don't want these dark arts in the game. Win it with talent. Win it fair and square. None of this long throws, and it's a game of football. Play with your feet. And my first manager sacked, unfortunately, to be Fulham. I think he's going to struggle from the get-go. He hasn't got the squad on to a level that doesn't see him at least in the bottom 5 majority of the season. I guess could be wrong. Well, I guess we'll see. Two dark horses before Everton Leeds. I think be yeah, about teams they're going to upset the apple when it comes to playing a big six or big six. Uh, Different types of styles. These are very on the front foot. Win 3-2, 4-3. It's more reserved. Your nils. Keep a clean sheet, win the game type thing. So very different styles, but I do think both dark horse this season. We cannot wait. We're going to be here all season long. To accommodate that, we are starting the 2026-2027 handicap Premier League giveaway. Simple. Follow the rules on screen now. Win. Well, be in for a chance to win next season's kit of your choice. Home kit, away kit, third kit. All free to enter. Be all season long. Be updates every game week on your team is doing. All the instructions on the screen. All the information you need. As many people involved as possible, because as it says, the more people we have joining, the bigger the prizes can get. We want to be, our goal is by the 2030 World Cup, we want to be able to give two of you a chance to experience the World Cup in Portugal. So all offences over there for the month, 5 weeks, whatever it is. It'll be a huge giveaway. Yeah. If you want to get your hands on next season's kit, it means get your team below. It's free to enter. Good luck. There we have it. Another starting to feel a bit more real now. The football. If every single one of you, your predictions, what you think of my predictions, the transfer gossip you've got, and yeah, please do get involved in the handicap league and have your weekly updates on that. A lot to look forward to. And I guess until then, we'll see you next week. Later.